Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and these are the best features of the Samsung Galaxy A14. By the way, I've already posted a dedicated video on the tips and tricks section where I've talked about many things which I won't be covering in this video. So definitely check out that video as well, link will be in the description. With that said, the most highlighting feature about this phone would be its performance. This phone sports an Exynos 1330 processor with Mali G68 MP2 GPU. These are the benchmark scores. Purely in terms of performance, it can't be compared with other phones, but it does offer good performance for a normal user. Next, this phone also has some pretty great cameras. On the rear, it does come with triple camera setup, but it only has a primary 50 megapixel camera. Rest are just 2 megapixel cameras for taking portrait shots and macro shots. For selfies, we get a 13 megapixel camera. These are the sample shots, and this phone does do a decent job. Next, this phone also has a pretty decent display. It comes with a 6.6-inch Infinity V display, which is just an IPS panel with Full HD Plus resolution with 90Hz screen refresh rate. Once again, not the best in the price segment, but still it's pretty good. Next, this phone also has a pretty big battery. It comes with a 5000 mAh battery and you don't get a charger inside the box, but you do get a Type-C to Type-C charging cable. By the way, it does support fast charging up to 15 watts. Now let's look at some of the interesting software features. First, let me show you how you can use split screen mode. In this mode, you can use two applications at the same time. So to do that, you need to go to the recent tabs page, select the application that you want to open in split screen mode. Just click on the app icon and select open in split screen mode. Once you do that, that application will open up in a top window and you can select the secondary application from the list of options given below. Now once you have opened two applications, you can resize them, you can flip their positions and even save them as well. Next, I'm going to talk about pop-up view. Now on this phone, we can actually open applications in a floating window. To do that, once again go to the recent apps page, click on the app icon and then select open in pop-up view. Once you click that, that particular application will open up in a floating window. Once again, you can move this floating window application anywhere, you can just drag it around. Once you click on the top bar, you get some extra options. You can minimize it into a bubble, you can maximize into a full-fledged application, or just close this floating application. This is one of the most unique features that Samsung has to offer. Now there are multiple ways to open this pop-up view, but the most simplest way is by going to the recent apps page. Next, I'm going to show you how you can save your favorite split screen apps. Like if you often use YouTube and Instagram at the same time, you can just open them in split screen mode and save this setting. Like once you do that, you'll get a shortcut on your home screen and with just a click of a button, you can always open these two apps in split screen mode. It's really not a feature, but it's a nice shortcut. Next, this one has a very premium feature called Edge Panel. Now once you enable this feature, you'll see a white bar on the side and once you swipe on it, you get access to the Edge Panel. Now this is the Edge panel and there are actually different panels that you can choose from. By default, you get shortcuts to open applications, check weather information, shortcuts for calls and contacts, and many more. This is another unique feature that you can only find on Samsung phones. By the way, you can use the Edge panel to open split screen mode as well, as shown in the preview. Next, this phone has another pretty cool feature called Global Search. You can access it directly from the home screen. Just open the app drawer and go to the search bar. Now from here, you can search each and every aspect of your phone. Like you can just search for your contacts, application names or settings. You can just search for anything and it'll give you a direct shortcut or direct link to that place. Now this feature might not be impressive for tech savvy people, but for elderly people like my mom or my grandparents, this global search feature is really helpful. Do give it a try, it's simple and it really works. Next we have a feature called notification history on this phone. Now once you enable this feature, your phone will automatically record all the notifications that you get. So even if you accidentally dismiss a few notifications, you can always go back to the notification history section to check out all those notifications. Once again, a pretty handy feature. Next we have lockdown mode. Now once you enable this feature, no one will be able to restart your phone or shut it off from the lock screen. Let's say you lost your phone. What's the first thing a thief will do? He'll definitely try to power off your phone. If you have this option enabled, let's say if you ever lost your phone, then the thief won't be able to turn off your phone without entering a password. It's a pretty good security feature. I wish every Android phone has it. Next we have Nearby Share. Now this is a standard Android feature that will allow you to easily share files between one Android phone and another. It's pretty easy to use. Just turn on Nearby Share, set profile. You can either go with contacts or everyone. There is a bit of learning curve to it, but it's pretty easy. For now, just go with everyone and then select the file that you want to share. Once you have selected it, just go to share and you can see all the nearby people. Just click on their name and you can easily share that file. It's just like Share It, but it works with every Android phone. Next we have maintenance mode. Now this is another standard Samsung feature that you can find on all the Samsung phones and one of the unique features of Samsung as well. Now this is a special mode that you can use to hide all your personal information whenever you give your handset to a repair. So for some reason, if you have some technical issue with your phone and you're giving it in a service center, you don't have to worry about them snooping around your files. Once again, a really good feature. Next we have navigation gestures. Once you enable the navigation gestures, those 3-button navigation bar will be replaced with a single bar. Now you can just swipe from the bottom of the screen to go home, swipe and hold for recent apps, and you can swipe from the left side of the screen or right side of the screen to go back a step. Finally, you can swipe from the bottom left corner or the bottom right corner diagonally towards the inwards to trigger Google Assistant. There is another shortcut where you can just swipe left or right on the bottom bar to quickly switch between applications, which is pretty handy. So these are the navigation gestures and you should definitely use them. Next we have dark mode. Now this is one of my favorite features on this phone. You can just enable this feature from the notification toggles or from the display settings. Once you enable the dark mode, the entire theme of your phone turns to the dark mode. Your settings app, stock applications like phone dialer, SMS application, and even Google applications like Gmail or YouTube turn from the light theme to the dark theme. Dark mode helps you save some battery life. It reduces strain on your eyes, especially at night. So you should definitely try out this feature. Next we have lift to wake. Now once you enable this feature, instead of pressing any button on your phone, you can just lift it up to wake up your phone. If you're using face unlock feature on this phone, you can just lift it up, point it to your face, and your phone automatically unlocks. It gives you a very seamless experience. Next we have double tap to wake. Once you enable this feature, you can just double tap on the screen to wake it up. Once again, it's a pretty handy feature. You can just have a quick look at the time or just check out for notifications directly from the lock screen without clicking any button. Next, I'm going to show you how you can change font on your phone. Now Samsung is one of the few brands out there that actually gives you the option to change the font on your phone by default. From here you can change the font very easily. If you don't like any of these, you can also go to the Samsung Themes application. From here you can download any of the themes, or if you want you can just download a completely brand new theme for your phone. This is another unique feature that's available on Samsung phones. Next we have Game Launcher. Now once you enable this feature, it creates a folder called Game Launcher on the home screen. You can also find it in the app drawer where it has all the games on your phone. Now once you open up the folder, you can check out the games. If you go to settings, you can choose between different power modes, like you have balanced mode, power saver, even high performance. Every time you play a game, your phone will automatically switch to that particular power profile. We also have many additional options which are pretty handy, especially while gaming, like disabling auto brightness, handling calls, or muting other sounds while you're gaming. Besides that, once you open up any of the games, you can access a new sidebar which gives you extra options. For starters, you can lock the screen so that game can still be running in the background. You can take a screenshot, you can record video, and even open applications in floating windows. By the way, you can select your own favorite applications which will open up in these floating windows. It's definitely a super handy feature. And this is another unique feature offered by Samsung. So guys, these are some of the best features that you should definitely check out on your phone. By the way, do check out the video on tips and tricks section where I've talked about many things which I haven't covered in this video. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.